In the sweltering heat of the Arizona desert, a young man named Daniel Robinson vanished, leaving behind a trail of perplexing questions and an overturned Jeep. The date was June 23, 2021, and it began as an ordinary workday for Daniel, a 24-year-old geologist who had been on assignment in a remote part of Buckeye, Arizona. His work site was nestled within a rugged, vast terrain filled with deep ravines and treacherous conditions, an unforgiving landscape where anything could happen. On that morning, Daniel arrived at his work site and had a brief conversation with his coworker. They exchanged a few words, but something about Daniel's behavior seemed off. According to his colleague, Daniel appeared distracted, even disoriented. After their brief conversation, Daniel climbed back into his Jeep Renegade and, without any explanation, drove away into the desert. It was the last time anyone saw Daniel Robinson. The hours that followed were filled with increasing worry. When Daniel failed to return to his job or contact anyone, his family and friends grew increasingly alarmed. It wasn't like him to disappear without warning, and the remoteness of the desert made it even more worrisome. Eventually, Daniel was reported missing, triggering an exhaustive search effort in the unforgiving desert terrain. Days later, on July 19, 2021, Daniel's Jeep was found. It was discovered overturned in a ravine about 4 miles from the work site where he was last seen. The condition of the Jeep only deepened the mystery. The vehicle had suffered significant damage, but there was no sign of Daniel inside. The airbags were deployed and his personal belongings, including his phone, wallet, and keys, were found inside the Jeep. Even more puzzling was the fact that Daniel's clothing was found strewn near the vehicle, as though he had shed them before vanishing into the desert. As search teams scoured the area, combing through the rocky terrain, no trace of Daniel was found. The mystery only deepened when investigators analyzed the vehicle's black box data. The data revealed that the Jeep had been driven after the initial crash and had been involved in multiple accidents before finally being abandoned. The erratic driving behavior led to more questions. What could have caused Daniel to behave so strangely in his final hours? Was he trying to escape something? Or someone? Was there an unknown threat in the desert that had driven him to this desperate act? Daniel's family, particularly his father, has been relentless in their pursuit of answers. They've organized their own search parties, hired private investigators, and launched an online campaign to raise awareness about Daniel's disappearance. Despite their efforts, however, little progress has been made, and the trail has grown cold. Several theories have been proposed, ranging from the logical to the bizarre. Some believe Daniel may have become disoriented and wandered off into the desert, perhaps suffering from dehydration or heat stroke. Others point to the strange behavior he exhibited on the day of his disappearance and speculate that he may have been suffering from a mental health crisis. There's even a theory that Daniel's disappearance could be connected to foul play, though no evidence has been found to support this. But then, there's the desert itself, an expanse of land so vast and unforgiving that it has claimed many lives over the years. Could Daniel have simply succumbed to the elements? His body lost somewhere in the vast wilderness? As the months passed, the case continued to attract widespread attention, with many questioning how someone could vanish so completely in such a relatively populated part of the state. The mysterious circumstances surrounding Daniel's Jeep, his belongings, and the erratic driving behavior have only fueled more speculation. There are also deeper, darker rumors. Some have suggested that Daniel's disappearance could be connected to something more sinister, perhaps a criminal element lurking in the desert, or even a secret organization. These theories remain largely unsubstantiated, but in the absence of hard evidence, the imagination runs wild. The family, though devastated, remains hopeful. They continue to push for answers, frustrated with the lack of progress from local authorities, but determined to keep Daniel's story alive. His father has become the face of the search, a symbol of perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. He has called for more transparency in the investigation and for more resources to be devoted to the search. Despite the ongoing efforts, Daniel Robinson remains missing, and his case is one of the most perplexing disappearances in recent memory. Did he meet with foul play in the desert? Did he suffer a mental breakdown and wander off, lost in the vast Arizona wilderness? Or is there a more sinister explanation that has yet to come to light? What happened to Daniel Robinson? As we continue to search for answers, one thing remains clear. The desert holds its secrets, and for now, it's not giving them up.